you actually want to start out with a clean face. And you really do have good skin. I've never like stared at it before in depth without like coming across this kind of creepy. So, and what I like about your color here, that's Stila's Tinted Moisturizer, is that it is a moisturizer, but it's got a decent amount of like pigmentation in it, so it's not really going to be as heavy as a foundation. You may not want to double up both your daily moisturizer unless your skin's really egregiously dry, because you're putting a lot of crap on your face, you know, and you don't want to have like too many layers on there, because if you feel your makeup, you're not going to feel comfortable with it. So what I'm actually doing is I'm starting off with a foundation primer by Laura Mercier. This one's expensive, but I like it because using a primer kind of like, it adheres.
Set your face.
It doesn't set it, it's more like it's like a paint primer.
Yeah.
You know how to paint a wall with a primer, you know?
Yeah.
It makes the color adhere to your skin, and it will also make it last longer. So I'm gonna start out with just, this is maybe like a pea size. So just rub it and warm it between your hands and kind of like, mainly focus it, go like this. Focus it on the places where you want to even out your skin tone. So mostly the forehead, under the eyes, on the nose, chin, and then just like, you know, rub the rest of it out towards your cheeks. There are two ways to apply moisturizer, and the best way I like to do it obviously is just straight from your hands onto a clean finger. I'd maybe take about a dime size amount and just warm it between your fingers, and then I would start in the middle of your face and work your way out. I thought it was a little bit light for you, but it actually does kind of even your skin tone out a little bit. See, take a look. See, it doesn't have
I'm not as red.
You're not as red. So if you find that that's not enough, you can always just double it up just a little bit more in the areas where you want a little bit more coverage, and you want to bring it down a little bit down to your, past your chin, past your jawline, and down onto your neck. And there's two reasons for that. That's like skincare, because you want to moisturize your neck, but you also want to make sure, you know, you like even out your skin tone all the way down to your neck. So you're like nice and even and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people just like, they put it on and they're basically like covering their skin. So they're like basically putting on a mask, which is not the point of makeup.
Right.
And so this tinted moisturizer, it evens you out a little bit. Your nose is still a little bit red, but we can fix that with powder. But you want your skin to show through, because you want to look like a human being, not like, you know,
Fake.
yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting just a little bit of concealer in your skin tone on the back of my hand to like warm it up. And I'm going to use a concealer brush just to apply it, and then I'm going to use my fingers to kind of even it out. So I'm just using the brush to kind of evenly put it on, but then to blend it in, I use my ring finger, which has like the least amount of pressure. And that's just to cover any shadows. And this actually does have a decent kind of yellow undertone, and yellow and kind of like peach or salmon colored undertones will counteract the blue under your eyes. See, I didn't really use like anything heavy, and like, do you see a difference? During the winter, a lot of people like, they get, you know, like shadows here and kind of like red spots. You actually don't have a lot, but you have a little bit here on your chin. Just use your fingers to blend it out. And you see it's not like really heavy or anything. Okay, so now what we've done is we've evened out your skin tone, and you want this to last all day. So what you do is you just take a little bit of a powder, and we're using the Revlon Color Stay in Medium. Look up. And then you just do a really, really light dusting across your face, especially the places where you put the concealer, maybe pat it in a little bit like this. And because we have, it's a slightly sheer powder, but it has a little bit of pigmentation in it, so that extra redness that we had on your nose is going to be covered up a little bit. So it's just further evening out your skin tone and stuff like that. And then bring it down onto your neck to just kind of continue to even it out a little bit. That's the base. And already like your skin looks so like even.
Yeah.